But little tiny announcement. It's actually a pretty big announcement, I would say. Joe is joining the Tower Casuals team. I would say in like a content creation. What's the right word for this, Joe? Give me a word.
You say
you're part of our content creation initiative.
I would be like adjacent.
Yeah.
Perpendicular.
Yeah.
I mean, we share a lot of similar interests. I clearly like Destiny. I play a lot of Destiny. I am not one of those people that would kid myself and think that buying a season pass in Destiny is too expensive. Like, I'm gonna play it. Mm-hmm. But I would say, fairly appropriately, my through line to Destiny is through a lot of Bungie history, with Halo and stuff. So we'll be doing some content that is Destiny, but also Destiny adjacent.
Yes, that the word there is adjacent.
Right.
Probably gonna record some raids. Probably gonna stream some raids. Tower Casuals on Twitch is available. We're probably gonna start streaming the show actually live at some point. But yeah, we've Joe and I have actually been talking behind the scenes about some stuff that I'm pretty excited for, and I'm been writing more lately actually, and it's been refreshing, I would say. Not that podcasting is like not fulfilling me creatively or anything, but like I want to do more, and we've talked about this outside, so I'm not going to rehash all that, but like I want to do more than just podcasts, because it's something I've been wanting to do for a long time, is create stuff, and I get ideas and I start out and then I just get overloaded with other things, and then I don't get to do it. And it's been kind of frustrating the last, maybe frustrating is the wrong word, but just like, I don't know. I've been wanting to do more, and we have an opportunity to do more, and I'm excited about it.
Yeah, I would say that podcasts are great. Nothing against podcasts. Hello, podcast listeners.
Hello.
But I also want you to have more feasts for your eyes. So maybe some more video content show up on like an Instagram or a TikTok. So I went to this Mixer thing last night for
Mixer. The old Microsoft streaming service?
Oh, I wish. I really do miss Mixer.
I know.
It's really weird, and I get that it was a shit show. Like I know that it was a shit show in a lot of ways. But man, did it have a lot of cool features and was easy to use. Like playing with friends was never better than on Mixer. Co-streaming on Mixer was so great. One good. Chat, it just worked well.
Yeah.
But I produce like video content for another company, nothing video game related, but so I do a lot of video content. We had a Mixer and company went there, so I joined them and was talking to a lot of these other vendors and stuff like that, and like everyone was talking about, it's like, oh, you got to get on TikTok and do this thing on TikTok, and I couldn't help myself, because I never can help myself. And I was like, I'm so apprehensive to join TikTok because I know that it has an expiration date.
It's because you're not an under 24-year-old girl who can just,
right.
It's me.
Is it?
I don't know.
It's not you.
I don't know how it works.
This isn't the real you. This isn't who you are. You don't even know who you are yet. How could you say that this is you?
I don't know who I am now. I'm 34 years old.
Right. But like, I just know that, like, there was cripes. What was the one before?
Snapchat.
What was the other video? Snapchat. But Snapchat's still around. But what was the one before that? Wasn't there another one before that? Vine. And then there's definitely another one.
God.
Anyway,
I don't know.
Point being,
I went through all the ones that I know. MySpace.
Is that there's so many, like, everyone's trying to tackle this concept of like, what's a short little clip sharing service, but then every other social media site incorporates the same, like, oh, we'll have reels, we'll have stories, we'll have clips, we'll
Yeah,
have
but
this,
then you
we'll
can
that.
share your TikToks to Instagram Reels and
And
Facebook
people just
stories, and
put
it's
their
just like,
fucking TikToks on
so why
Instagram.
don't you just do Instagram? Like,
I don't know. So like, and I get that this is probably where I sound old, and that's fine. I
it's fine.
am. I'm just gonna be me. But like, I like went on this little tangent about like I don't want to join it like because I don't see the merit. I don't see what TikTok offers that other platforms don't, I guess. And if that's the case, then something else will probably replace it. She was already telling me about this other one that's up and coming. I think it started with like an EX or start with an X, or it doesn't matter. Leave it in the comments.
Doesn't matter. In 4 years, it'll be gone.
This.
Doesn't matter.
Exactly. But whatever. Maybe we'll have a TikTok and we'll put some clips on there. But there for sure will be one on Instagram and Twitter.
I did grab the Tower Casuals TikTok just in case. So,
all right. I mean, I'm fine with it, but just there's not going to be curated specific TikTok content.
No, it was mostly just like let's grab all the social media stuff for Tower Casuals just in, so nobody's like trying to imitate us or whatever. But yeah, so we're going to try to expand into some video stuff, and we're playing around with something really cool, I think, with Psychonauts 2. This is Joe's idea. He came up with it. Full credit to Joe. Called Campaign in My Ass.
If it's bad, then we can share it.
Yeah.
If it's good,
I'll take full responsibility if it's bad. But
no.
So like once a month, we're gonna probably try to do something like that with a game that's on Game Pass or something that's easily accessible to everybody. Right? Like it's gonna be kind of like a comedy.
We're gonna pick a game from Game Pass. We're going to play through it, and we'll have some fun games around whatever that game is. We'll kind of give our opinions on it. It'll be like a little variety show based on one game that we've played, and then next month we'll pick another game and go through that. And if whenever we announce this, anybody that watches the show will give away a month of Game Pass, and you can play along with us, whatever game we choose to play if you want. Or you can play any of the other games on Game Pass. There's like 200 games on there now?
I counted the other day. There's 482 games on the Xbox Game Pass.
482?
Yeah, on the Xbox version of Game Pass.
So you can play any game. You don't have to play the one we're playing, but you can get a free month, and we'll try to do that as long as we can until we work out the kinks and see if it works or not. I'm excited. This is something I've wanted to do for a while now.
Yeah.
And they're all going to be pretty short games. I don't think we're going to pick anything.
We're not picking like a
200-hour
RPG or anything.
Right.
Psychonauts is kind of
already a 40-hour a week job.
Yeah.
Plus Halo.
Yeah. About as rewarding as one too recently. So
yeah. So it'll be like I think the max that I would want to invest is probably like that 15-hour mark.
Mm-hmm.
But ideally, I would say leaning more towards like a Limbo, like a 4 to 6 hour would be great.
Yeah.
And we'll see what happens. Josh is going to join us, I believe, for Psychonauts. He's already done playing it, so I'm still trudging through it.
Yeah, I'm still playing it. I mean, we talked a little bit before the show, but
we'll get there.
Yeah, we'll get there, but. I'm really excited to venture into this video content stuff. Like our YouTube channel, I've already been trying to do some things with it, but I'm excited to do like real stuff for it. I mean, granted, you can watch the video versions of our podcast there. You can watch our lore corners and stuff there, but like, let's be honest, I want to do more. I want to do more cool stuff. So now that's out of the way. So before we get into this week's TWAB, Joe, I've been really struggling with leveling up in Destiny. Like, really, like... Now, granted, jeez, my son is, like, really upset. He's crying. He's crying in there.
It's like the one of two things he can do.
I know. He poops, he cries, he eats, and sleeps for an hour. So,
yeah.
I've been really struggling in Destiny to level up. Like today, I did some stuff, and I finally got my first drop in about a week and a half over my light level today as a pinnacle, and I'm like, man, this is just like, is it just me? Am I not doing the right things? Like,
So we'll go through a little questionnaire. When you say when it wasn't dropping, that you weren't getting drops that were like a higher light level, your pinnacle drops, do you mean like, I'm going to use this as an example, that you had like one piece of gear that was a higher light level and you keep getting that same gear, or like you're getting like 13, 20 drops for your pinnacle?
I'm getting 13, 20 drops for my pinnacle.
That is not, and you, like your character, you have all 13, 20 gear, like you're at max light.
Yeah, I have a lot of my gear now is like it's at 1321 or 1322.
I need you to like record you getting a pinnacle drop at 1320, because that would be some kind of bug, but I don't know. I would imagine that you wouldn't be the only person.
I mean, at
that would
first I
have that.
thought like, well, I'm doing like Crucible and Gambit in my 3 strikes, and I'm like, okay, well maybe that's the problem, and like I haven't done Nightfall stuff yet because I usually save that for the weekends, but we did Dead Man's Tale last week. We ran my friend through Presage last week because he hadn't done it yet, and we ran through it, and the pinnacle drop was a 1320 chess piece. And I'm like, my chess piece is 1321 and all my other gear is 1320 or above. Like, I can't. Like, why is this dropping like this?
Yeah, that's weird. So I had a bad run a couple weeks ago where 4 of my pinnacle drops were all leg pieces, and I was getting pinnacle drops, but they were all like, basically I had 1320, like 1324 legs dropped that week, so basically wasting a lot of those. I wasn't advancing, but I was getting pinnacle drops. But no, I haven't had a problem with getting pinnacle drops. It's just whether or not they're the right one. And it feels slow, but it's also, we're looking at like a 6-month season, so like I'm not super concerned. Do we know, is the light level's not expanding for the 30th anniversary season, is it?
I don't think so.
Do you know?
I think that Season of the Lost. What is the light level now for Season of the Lost? What's the cap?
I want to say with 1340.
Oh, okay. Well, I've got some grinding to do, I guess.
Maybe it's 1330 with what you can get that
With
extra like 5 or something,
with the artifact or whatever. Or
no, because the artifact you can go higher than that.
I mean, I guess
I don't know. It's not much, so I wouldn't be concerned about it. Like, you know what I mean? Like you have so much time to do it that I would say don't focus on. I would more so focus on leveling up your artifact and leveling up your seasonal progression and making sure that you get the weapons you need.
At this point, I'm more concerned of getting prisms and shards than I am pinnacle drops, just because like I'm trying to masterwork my gear. I want to get everything ready for like whatever we're doing. You know what I mean? But that's the thing too, is like I did two Nightfalls last night. Now, granted, it wasn't the 1320 or the highest one or whatever, but like I didn't get any shards or anything either from that.
Yeah, you don't always get it. So I ran a couple Nightfalls the other day during the day, but I got prisms. I think 3 runs that I did, I got like 2, 1, and then 2. So they do drop, but it is random. Like you can run them for a while and totally not get them, and that wouldn't be weird. We just need to run some higher level Nightfalls, but you definitely need. I don't know. I don't like doing LFGs, and like I know some people are okay with it. Like I just don't. I just don't like doing it.
Yeah, I don't really like. I barely like playing with my friends. I don't want to play with random people. I mean, not.
I like playing with my friends, but it just sometimes, like with being an adult, it is so hard to orchestrate like that.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, that's my problem. That's my problem, right? We're like, okay, well, I'm only available after like 8:15 after my kids go to bed, because like by the time I get home, make dinner, try to spend time with my wife, and trying to get my kids bathed and to bed and stuff. It's like, well, I'm available now, and then like everybody goes to bed at like 10:30, so it's like, well, maybe we're raiding, maybe we're not, maybe we'll run a nightfall, maybe we'll grind some Gambit, but like the weekend, then in the weekends, it's like, well, people are busy on the weekends. I know that you do a lot of stuff on the weekends for side work or whatever, and it's like, man, and now I'm gonna have to start working on like one weekend day in the morning, which isn't a big deal, but like, man.
Yeah. I mean, weekends are tough for me because if they're not booked up, like that's also like the family time to do like stuff. So it's always rough, but I don't know. We'll figure out a good balance. It'll be all right, but I wish it would be. I just need to quit a job. I don't know how to do that.
We make good content, and
yeah. Start an OnlyFans.
God,
because like you can do porn now again.
Yay!
Oh, thank God.
God, I was really worried. I was
no joke. Like that would displace a lot of people.
Yeah.
Like
90% of that site.
Good for them. You should be able to do what you want. Who cares? They're like, because the reason they said that was like they're like the banks and stuff were giving them pressure. But like, what do porn sites do? Like they use banks, right? Like they're not dealing in cash. It's not the like weird 80s where you go into a room and there's like a bunch of cocaine everywhere.
It's not like they're funded by briefcase full of hundreds. Like,
right?
Like
people using debit cards.
But I wonder what Pornhub's debit card says. You think it says Pornhub, or you think there's like a an umbrella company that holds all these together?
It would have to say Pornhub. I think that. So I'm not a Pornhub aficionado or anything like that.
Are you sure? I thought I saw you on there the other day. I thought we were chatting. Was that not you?
Yeah, in the comments.
But except your Pornhub name is Colonel Penis, so
Colonel Penis. They do a lot of good stuff. They always have like they list like they at the end of the year they always release all their statistics, and they're always super interesting. And they always try to do good stuff. Like they have all these initiatives that like are like environmentally friendly or like that or some sort of, I don't know, good charity that they go towards. And I don't know the inner workings of Pornhub. It could be a nightmare for all I know. Like I don't know, but
let's face it.
Seems like they embrace what they are, which I respect. How's that? You got it, flaunt it.
Porn makes a lot of money still. Let's be honest here.
Hopefully the people making it get some of that. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah.
They're the real heroes.
Yeah. Porn stars are the real heroes, everybody. We said it. We said it right
a lot of shit.
Yeah. Man, I gotta close this Bungie store. Speaking of porn. How
about that?
Yeah. God, dude, there's so many things on there that I want that I have no money for.
Right.
Maybe my kid wants a Cade statue for Christmas. I don't know.
Let's talk about the Cade statue. Why do you think they're releasing a Cade statue now? Just popular demand?
Just because Cade's popular? I don't know. Because, I mean, well, here's the thing. Is, like, for people who started at Forsaken, is Cade popular?
I don't know.
Like, is he still, like, because, like, on the free-to-play version, he's on the cover of the free-to-play version, like, on the key art.
Mm-hmm.
And that whole campaign kind of revolves around him, but they took out, like, unless you played a lot of Destiny 1 or you played that Red War campaign, Cade's like, I mean, yeah, you hear him during strikes, I guess, but
we were talking about this in the chat where someone had posted the Cade statue, and the running joke is obviously Destiny is a dead game, according to the internet.
Mm-hmm.
So I said, why would you want that? Cade's a dead character.
Good joke, by the way.
And then Nerd said too soon, and I'm like, he's been dead for almost half of the franchise.
It's fair. That's still crazy to think about right now, though.
Isn't that weird?
God.
And like, don't get me wrong, I think he is one of the strongest characters in Destiny because he embodies a lot of the mindset of the players. He's kind of like, he's fun. He's definitely was like some of the only humor in it.
Yeah. I mean, he was the only personality in the first game, right? Like, no, they didn't really flesh out any of these characters until later.
Right. I mean, he definitely left like a void in the game that I don't think's been replaced yet.
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of people are hoping it's going to be Crow, but I don't really see it yet. You know,
So
I mean,
here is
I know Crow has had like a great story arc and everything, but like, I just don't think he's going to be it. Even though like originally he was written to be that character, but now he's like, you know,
so I was thinking about this the other day, and I'm going to say it publicly. And if anyone actually executes this before I do, again, I just need a credit in your whatever you do. Think about the Destiny storyline now. You're caught up, like you're current with the story right now? Uh,
yeah. Sorry,
Destiny
muted.
plays out exactly like a soap opera. And I would love to see some of these scenes shot like a soap opera. You could do like cheesy makeup, like the weird satiny camera, the weird music the music that doesn't quite fit. But like you have these two siblings who like had a weird relationship, and then the one turned bad and tried to, and ultimately killed somebody's friend, and then he was murdered, right? Turns
That's
out he
fair.
came back from the dead, and now his like sister's best friend is like trying to protect him, and he became like oddly like obsessed with the person that like captured him a while ago and like tricked him. So, I mean, if you were to, you could write a Days of Our Lives episode. I bet that you could probably put Days of Our Lives clips and build a Destiny storyline out of it.
Probably.
But I would love to see like Petra and Mara and Crow like all in that soap opera setting.
Mm-hmm.
If you could set it all in the Dreaming City, it would feel so real.
Yeah.
But Crow's, I don't know, it kind of bothers me. I was really excited about him because first off, just like those screenshots where it shows like Crow killing Cade, and then like the hand, like the whole hand thing, we've all seen it.
Yeah.
That's great filmmaking. Those are great moments.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like this character that was was such a shithead before, and then obviously was taken advantage of, and then like had a really bad turn, and to come back and be someone that could be such a voice for good. I was really excited about him. But now this past week, I don't know. I don't like that he's like falling back. It really sounds like
Aldrin.
sounds like his Aldrin, yeah.
Yeah. I wonder if that has a lot to do with like it's funny because like I still think Mara Sov is like manipulative and just like this.
Oh, for sure.
This almost not villain, but she definitely is one of those characters that only really looks out for herself and will do whatever it takes to get her to succeed and the Awoken to succeed, you know?
I feel like she has too many secrets.
Yeah, that too.
And she just doesn't ever give you the answer. Like she never fully explains anything. And then you just don't know, because it's like she'll omit something that's just like, if you would just say the one extra thing, then I would feel okay. Can you just say this one thing? And she just like walks away. And you're like, no, I need you to say, I need to know that you're okay. And I don't know. I get it. There's just so much tension happening in this story right now, and it bothers me. And also knowing that like we are gonna have to wait a really long time to get that true resolution that any of us are looking for, really kind of bums me out.
Yeah.
It's fine. I'm still playing. I'm still happy to play. I get excited every Tuesday.
Yeah.
What's more exciting, Tuesdays or Thursdays? Do you like more for the story drip, or do you like the twab?
I'm more of a story guy. I'm not as into like the sandbox changes and you know what the meta is of PvP as much as, you know, a lot of other people we play with are. I've been experimenting more with builds, you know, and trying to find the right like 2 or 3 good builds to play around with, you know. So I've been doing that, but it's been really hard because I haven't fucking prisms, dude. Like they're just like not anyways,
Do you
that's
do you have sleeper?
yeah. Yeah,
Do you have the catalyst?
I'm working on the catalyst. I'm about halfway there.
Man, that particle destruction mod.
Yeah, I got that. I got that yesterday. Man, dude.
It's so crazy.
I got to tell you, without the catalyst, it's crazy. And then with the catalyst, this is going to be like everybody's going to be running sleeper again.
Oh, I mean, it's already happened. So in the Shattered Realm mission, the boss at the end of the alignment thing, I one-shot killed him with sleeper.
Yeah.
It was the most anticlimactic boss battle I've ever had. I
Yeah.
like get to it, and then the next time I played, I tried to run like a solar build without using that catalyst. Instead, I used the what is it, Pyretic Embrace, because I see people running that too, and then ultimately like was a much longer battle.
Yeah.
The second time, because I had to do like the phases and then I kill the I call them witches.
Yeah.
What are they?
They're witches. They're witches, right?
Are they called witches?
Are they?
Think they are.
I don't
think so.
Are
I
they?
don't know.
I don't remember.
I always call them witches.
Are they not called witches? They're witches.
I don't think they are.
Hive witches.
No results.
No, there are the Hive. The origins? Nope, don't care about that. Nope. Where's the hierarchy of Hive? God, this Wikipedia entry for
There we go.
Hive is extremely long. That's a lot of lore. I don't know. We're gonna call them witches.
Wizards. They're wizards.
Wizards.
So there's thrall, knights, acolytes, and wizards.
I almost said warlock, so I'm like, that's not right. That's a class.
Right. Yeah, I call them witches. It's because of the scream.
Yeah. That's awfully sexist of us.
I'm a guy.
Nothing like two white guys being sexist on a podcast. Am I right?
Yeah, we got a podcast. At least we know that no one will hear it.
Oh man. Yeah, about that.
It's a way for us to get all of our white aggro.
Yeah.
Put it into a vacuum.
It's my white anger.
Yeah.
Man. Anyways,